Hi everyone, I'm SniperKH and welcome to the first GM guide for Season of Defiance. The first GM that is up for us to tackle is Proving Grounds, which historically is a tougher strike, but thanks to the addition of new tools that we have, this strike is not as bad. As always, we'll cover loadouts, subclasses, mods, and strategies for an easy clear, so without wasting any more time, let's dive into the guide. Let's begin with loadouts. This GM requires your team to be able to take down barrier and unstoppable champs. Thanks to the addition of subclasses being able to affect champions, you have so many more options to take them down. For team comps, I'd recommend running any of the following in your primary slot: Izanagi's Burden, Arbalest, Wish Ender, or Chokelib Riptides. My team ran a mixture of Riptides and Wish Enders, so run what works best for your team. For secondaries, have your team run a variety of different ad-clear weapons that will take ads down fast and stun champs. I ran an anti-barrier pulse rifle since I was also using Riptide, but run whatever weapon you are most comfortable with. One weapon that works surprisingly well in this strike, mainly for taking down the shields throughout this strike, is Skyburner's Oath, so if you are not using an exotic, then you may consider using it. Finally, for heavy weapons, run solar rockets with Yellowhorn to take advantage of the solar singe this strike brings with it. For subclasses, we found running a Solar Warlock, Void Hunter, and Strand Hunter worked great in this strike, but Banner Titan and Strand or Stasis Warlock will work great in this strike. Finally, run a variety of different defensive mods like Solar Resistance, Sniper Resistance, and Concussive Dampener. And with that being said, let's get into the guide. Opening the strike up, have your team hop on your sparrows to go down this hill. You'll have a large group of ads here to clear, but the only ads that you need to kill are the champions that will spawn. I will say that you will want to clear out some of the middle pack ads to avoid being shot at when you advance forward. Once the champs are dead, hop over these pipes to the left and clear out the turrets here before focusing on the barrier champ and incendiary. From there, focus the turns in the little boss arena. By this point, enough ads should be dead to spawn in the mini-boss. Have your team kill the ads that spawn with the boss, including the champion, then focus the boss. Once the mini-boss hits half health, they'll spawn a dome shield with a generator in the middle that needs to be destroyed, alongside some ads and a champion from the left side door. Kill the ads and champ, and then work on the dome shield. In previous seasons with this strike, you could press up against the boss while destroying the generator, as the boss couldn't stomp you. However, this does seem to be patched, meaning that you'll need to take the shield down normally. To make it easy, put the generator in between you and the boss, or have someone else take that boss's aggro while you destroy it. Once it's destroyed, kill the boss and move on. The next major room is the tank room. Start by clearing the floor ads that you can see from the hole in the roof, and once the ads are dead, drop down. If your team needs it, pop your well once you drop down for protection, otherwise save it for when the tanks spawn. When you drop down, have your Void Hunter tether the middle ads, and have everyone else kill the interceptors and snipers in the room. Once they're dead, focus your attention on the ads in the middle. Once everything is dead, the two tanks will spawn alongside some champions. If you haven't yet, pop well and immediately kill both tanks. These are by far the most lethal enemies in the room, so not killing them fast can be costly later in the run. Once both tanks are dead, clean up the remaining ads and move on. For the next major room, you'll need to dunk 2 arc charge relics into different podiums to open the door. Start by clearing the ads in the room, which will then spawn the charge. Once the charge spawns, pick it up, which will then open the door on the opposite side of the room, revealing some gladiators, turrets, and cabal enemies. Quickly take these enemies out as they prove to be extremely lethal. When you push into the room, take out the champ and legionnaires to clear the path for your charge runner. Once they dunk, make your way to the second room and rinse and repeat. Once you have dunked both charges, the end of the hallway will open, revealing a new group of Cabal enemies. Feel free to pop your supers here, as you will get them back before the boss fight. Once you have cleared out all of the ads in this room, have your team get on the elevator, then move on. The final area is the boss room. Have your team position themselves over by the little platform below the hole that is where the boss enters from, which I will be referring to as the oven. When you activate the right of proving, your team will get your supers back, so use that information as you will. Once the boss entrance animation is over, you'll have a small cluster of Cabal ads that spawn on either side of the oven, so deal with them quickly. Once they're dead, focus your attention on the boss. Once the boss has lost a third of the health, they will spawn a dome shield in the center of the arena alongside 2 unstopped champions. Quickly take these champions out, and then the dome shield. If your team notices that the fireballs are giving you a hard time, then you can actually wait until the boss completely stops spamming this attack before destroying the shield. You'll simply need to wait a few minutes, and then eventually the boss will just sit in the shield and do nothing, which means they're done spamming the attack. Otherwise, destroy the shield to progress the fight. Once the shield is destroyed, you'll have some more ads to take care of, which will spawn on either side of the oven, so take them out and then focus on the boss again. When the boss is down to a third of health, have your team rotate to the opposite side of the arena from where the oven is, which should be the entrance of the room, and use this part of the room to avoid the fireballs as they cannot reach you here. Once you're back here, simply focus on the unstopped champs that spawn by the oven. Once they're dead and the boss is done throwing fireballs, then send one person to destroy the shield. Once the shield is destroyed, beg the boss for an easy proving grounds completion. Well, that will wrap up this guide. If you found this guide helpful, consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel for more Destiny content dropping every week. If you want more content from me, then consider checking out my live streams that happen right here on YouTube. Finally, follow my social media pages linked in the description below to know when I go live, upload, and more. With that being said, I'm SniperKH, and I'm out. Good luck with gaming.